Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. Be sure to thank the sponsors you hear throughout the game and use their products and services, because without their support, this broadcast wouldn't be possible. This is the 10th year that WellsCountyVoice.com has been bringing you the finest in high school sports coverage, and we thank you for your continued support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Welcome to Bluffton Tiger football here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Menser, Sim Kipfer on the call for you tonight. Austin Coons is up top. And good news for Austin is it's not going to rain tonight.
No rain,
the bad
no
news,
wind.
it is going to get below 40 degrees, and he's got a light spring jacket on. So we are just want Austin to know that we've got a jacket down here. We'll happily lend him when the temperatures start dropping.
But he can't hear us.
Well, when we see the camera starting to shake a little bit, that's our cue that Austin may be getting a little chilly up top. But the 6-2 Tigers taking on the 2-6 Lakeland Lakers as both teams get set for sectional action next week. Tigers drew Fairfield for their sectional. We'll talk about that a little bit as we get further into the game. Coach Kunkel in his third year at Bluffton. He's 18-13. Keith Thompson in his 15th year at Lakeland. He's 82-68. Tigers come in with a Sagarin rating of just over 43. They are 24th in Class 2A. Lakeland 27.6. They are 44th in Class 3A. Last week, Tigers fell to the Adams Central Jets 33-7. Lakefield defeated Fairfield, which is who the Tigers will face next week in their sectional, 20-14. Strength of schedule looks like this. Tigers' opponents are 27-37. Lakeland's opponents are 28-36, so pretty evenly matched in terms of records. And the big question over the last 35 years, these teams have played once.
I got a 50-50
shot at getting this.
And I'm going with the Tigers.
And you are wrong. It was last year, Lakeland 56, Tigers 27. So, good news is if we play this game next year, Sim, I think you got this pegged.
That's a long time to remember something.
The John Harrell / Sagarin prediction tonight, Tigers by 7, 31-24. So again, Tigers 6-2. Let's look at how they got there. They opened up their season at Northfield, 24-20 win against Norseman. Came home and knocked off Manchester 43-20.
I'll just stand. Now the coaches are going to be over there.
South Adams came to town. They Starfires knocked off the Tigers 41-0. Tigers went on the road and picked up a 13-6 win against the Woodland Warriors. Stayed on the road and went to Jay County, picked up a 43-19 win over the Patriots, came back home, knocked off the Raiders 48-14. They traveled to Heritage, picked up a 48-22 win against the Patriots. Last week they fell to the Jets 33-7, and they will finish up here at Lakeland next week. Fairfield in sectional action. And again, we'll talk about the sectional matchups a little later on in the broadcast. For the Lakers, they are 2-6. They opened up with a loss on the road at Wawasee, 28-14. They got taken care of by Cherubusco, 52-28 at home. They picked up a win against Prairie Heights, 20-6. They fell to Garrett, 37-34. They went to Angola, fell there, 35-12. Got beat by Central Noble, 27-6. Lost to West Noble at West Noble, 54-12. And they did beat Fairfield, Bluffton's opponents next week, 20-14 last week. Lakers are averaging a little over 18 points per game. They're giving up 31.6 versus the Tigers. They are putting up 28 points a game. They're giving up about 23. So that's a look at the two teams. Lakeland hails from the Northeast Corner Conference. It took us, Sim, about hour, 45 minutes to get up here?
Yeah, we had to go around an accident on 69.
An accident on 60.
So it took
we managed
us a
to
little
avoid
bit longer,
that.
But But it wasn't a bad drive.
Went on some roads we've never seen before, so it's a little bit of a scenic route.
Parts of the state of Indiana I've never seen before.
So everyone here at Lakeland has been very welcoming. We got a pork burger earlier today, so we want to thank the athletic director, Roman, for helping us out with the pork burger. So it's the 6-2 Tigers taking on the 2-6 Lakeland Lakers. We're going to take a break. Thank some of our sponsors. We'll be right back about 10 minutes away, 9 minutes away before the opening kick. This is Scott Menser and Sim Kipfer on WellsCountyBoys.com. Bluffton Tiger football coming up.
Menser, a Republican running for Bluffton City Council. My goal is simple, to build a better Bluffton. This won't be easy. Area cities are bringing more growth, quality of life, downtown revival, and jobs. This utility infrastructure is aging and lacks future capacity. This requires proven leadership. We need a new voice. My background, owning a manufacturing company, is unmatched in this campaign. Help me bring my experience to Bluffton. In November, I ask for your vote. I'm Scott Menser, and I approve this message.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Indiana is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
You're always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyBoys.com. We are live from Lakeland High School in LaGrange, Indiana, as the Bluffton Tigers will finish up their regular season here against the Lakers. Tigers come in this game 6-2, looking to post a 7-2 year, having only fallen to South Adams and Adams Central, both highly ranked state teams. And Sim, we were talking about this on the way up when we were looking at the sectional matchups, that Adams Central and South Adams are both 1A schools, and they are not in the same sectional.
Yeah, you look at that, and And they had to draw that line
10 miles away from one another.
Oh, they're not even that. It's probably only 6 miles away from each other. But, South Adams is with the teams that go to the south and to the west, and then
Adams Central goes
to the north and the west. So,
which is they're probably loving that because both of them are probably favorites in those sectionals. And had they been in the same sectional, two very good teams were going to face off against one another at some point in time. But those teams managed to avoid one another incredibly.
Yeah, I'm sure they're very happy about that. So,
and the Lakeland Lakers have taken the field.
Number 39, junior Parker Wells. At right tackle, number 75, junior Jaron Fry. At right guard, number 77, junior Miguel Delapaz. At center, number 7 Miller.
Do you have their start?
Okay. 54, senior Lincoln.
Of course, the Tigers, their sectional will open up against Fairfield. And just a reminder that this Lakeland team knocked off Fairfield 20-14 last week. So we should perhaps get kind of a feel for the level of competition of Fairfield against the Lakers tonight. And again, we'll talk about the rest of the Tigers sectional as we move throughout the broadcast. The favorite, I can tell you, in that sectional right now, according to the Sagarin ratings, is Eastside. And just to note that Bishop Lours is back in our sectional, but they similarly have 2 wins this year against a very, very difficult schedule.
If you look at their schedule
there.
Yeah, they're playing all those big Fort Wayne, schools, and it's only some, it's a testament to them to even pull 2 wins out of those. So.
Absolutely. So let's look at the Lakeland Lakers starters. We'll give you the offense. At the quarterback spot, it's going to be number 11, Colton Isaacs. Fullback is number 2, Nathan Grossman. Tailback is number 15, Cameron Holbrook. Wide receivers, number 1, Kenny Walker, and number 12, Benny Walker. I'm guessing they're brothers, Kenny and Benny Walker.
Probably twins, as a matter of fact.
Other wideouts, number 7, Mark Burlew. Across the line from the right tackle spot to the left tackle spot, respectively, number 75, Jaron Fry, right guard number 77, Miguel Delapaz, centers number 76, Jensen Miller, left guard number 54, Lincoln Ott, and the left tackle number 78, Jace Wriggling. I'm going to let Sim pronounce that for the rest of the night. On the defensive side of the football, the tackles are Lincoln Ott and Miguel Delapaz. Nose tackle is Jace
Wriggling.
Thank you. Outside linebacker is Nathan Grossman and Benny Walker. Inside linebackers Bryce Allshouse and Marcus Randall. Cornerbacks Kenny Walker and Blake Kralik. Is that right? How do we say that was? Kralik?
Kralik. Like crawling.
Teams are coming out for the opening toss.
Our guests, the Tigers of Bluffton, and your host, the Lakeland Lakers.
And now, we welcome of our national anthem.
All right, we're going to pause for the national anthem.
Your choice for physical therapy in Bluffton is Indiana Physical Therapy. As the athletic training services provider and proud supporter of area high school athletics, IPT would like to thank you for making us your physical therapy provider. IPT's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment in Bluffton, call 260-824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com, and for those of you just checking in for the first time tonight, we stream this to YouTube, and due to copyright issues, we cannot broadcast pre-recorded music. So when a pre-recording of the national anthem plays, we've got to cut away. When it's live, we can broadcast it live. So teams are out at midfield for the opening coin toss.
On Senior Night 2019, it's a beautiful day for football.
And
I didn't see who won the toss, but I did see that Lakeland is going to receive. So
all right, so the Tigers will kick off.
So we'll get the ball in the start of the second half.
I think for the most part we have deferred, haven't we, when we've won the toss?
I think there was one game he sent the offense out there.
Was there? Okay.
And it was a bit of a failure. And then he deferred after that.
Coach, that was Sim. I would never call anything that you've done as a failure. Just a misfortune. Maybe.
Yes, misfortune. Yeah, there we go.
So let me give you the Tiger starters. On the offensive side of the football, behind centers, number 1, Hayden Nern. Your back tonight will be number 24, Cody Middlestat. On the outside tonight, number 11, Kane Thornton, number 19, Hayden Craighead, number 20, Bobby Malcolm, and number 5, Caden Gerber. Across the line at the left side, Reese Johnston, left guard, Kari Coleman, center Ryan King, right guard, Cameron Farmer, and the right tackle, Ryan Thompson. And Ryan was in a boot last week, so hopefully he is in the starting lineup. We'll check that. I'll give you the defensive starters in just a little bit. This is Cody Kinsey. He will kick it off. Cody's had a bunch of opening kickoffs back through the end zone, and this one will be one more. It'll be a touchback as Cody Kinsey knocks it through the back of the end zone. And the Lakers will start off 1st and 10 from their own 20.
Yeah, there's no wind here tonight, so the
no
kickoffs and the field
whatsoever.
goals should be interesting.
So everything is legitimate.
Everything is legitimate. Yeah, no wind aided anything.
Or blown back, right?
Yeah, we have seen a few of those this year in the wind.
So again, the skill players for the Lakers, it's Colton Isaacs is your starting quarterback. Fullback Nathan Grossman. Tailback Cameron Holbrook. They'll put a man in motion, and they'll hand off around the left side, and the Tigers will shut that down in a hurry. That was number 18, Cameron Holbrook. So a short gain.
Johnson on the tackle to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Maybe a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 9. Just underway here at Lakeland High School. A little bit of late start, given the long drive up here to LaGrange. 2nd down and 9 for the Lakers. Got a wing on the near side, single back set, and a low snap out of the shotgun, and it was a direct snap. And that direct, and the ball pops out, and
well, they're saying he was down.
Yep. That is going to be 1st down yardage. So a direct snap to Grossman. It's kind of a tricky play because the quarterback kind of faked like it was a low snap. Faked me out like it was a low snap. So 1st down yardage for Grossman, 1st and 10 Lakers from their 33. Isaacs again in the shotgun. He will take this snap and hands off to Holbrook, excuse me.
Yeah.
Brings it out to the 35. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Cameron Holbrook on the carry.
So Holbrook and Grossman are your backs. Isaacs is your quarterback. Receivers are Kenny and Benny Walker, number 1 and number 12. They have been lined up tight so far. 2nd down and 8. Holcomb again trying to catch the far corner. He will turn the corner, but cut down as he crosses the 35 to the 36. And it's going to be third down. And we'll call it 6. .9:45 to go here in the first quarter, 3rd and 6. Ball on the 36. They have not gone to the air yet tonight. And Isaacs will hand it off again, and Holbrook with a big head of steam, but the Tigers collapse on him and throw him back, and boy, Sim, Tigers converged on that tackle quickly.
Yeah, they did. It looked like he had a hole to get up through there.
And that's going to bring up 4th down and about 3, and the Lakers look like they're going to bring the punt unit on. Johnston and Hunt in on the tackle. Middlestat will be back deep for the punts. Punter is scheduled to be number 75, Jaron Fry.
Yeah.
Punt gets on. It's a low driving punt. Good return punt for Middlestat. Middlestat tries to catch the corner. Does. Turns it on 40, 35, 40, 50. And Middlestat close to Laker territory. He's going to be just short of midfield. But that's a great punt to return, Sim. It's a low line drive kick.
Doesn't get the defense a chance to get down.
So Middlestat gets it out to the 48. Tigers with great field position will come out, and Nern will bring out triplets on the near side. Middlestat behind them. Nice to see Cody get on track early, and they'll give it to him, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. So Middlestat give him a loss of a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. And again, it'd be nice to see Cody get going early.
Yeah, the Jets really keyed on him last week. He struggled.
Second down and 11. Twins either side. And Nern will drop back. Pressure on, steps away from the pressure, gets it off. Thornton's, and he's drugged down for a loss. All the way back to the 45. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. They'll mark it at the 44. So Tigers going backwards right now. Good pressure on Nern. Had to spin away from it. Got it off the Thornton, but a defender right there. See what the Tigers can do here, 3rd and long. Nern drops back, has a little bit of time, pulls it down, throws it up in the air, looking for Thornton on the far side, and it's complete. Tigers move the sticks. He just kind of tossed it up there. It was sort of a jump ball.
Yeah, it was. It just dropped right into Thornton's arms.
Snatched it out of the air. 1st and 10 Tigers. That is trusting your receiver there.
No kidding. Because as I saw that, the safety coming over, I thought there was going to be a chance that was going to be intercepted.
First and 10 Tigers. They'll bring triplets to the near side. Quick pass in the flats to Thornton. He's got to get by the first guy. Does, and he'll fall forward close to a 1st down. He'll pick up about 9 yards. He cut it inside, missed that first defender, and sets up 2nd down and 2. Second down and 2, ball at the 31. See if they go to Cody here. They will. He'll try to turn the corner, looking for a block by Bennett. And it's going to be close to a first down. I think he got it.
Cody Middlestud on the carry.
Brought down by
Yep, they're moving the chains, so first down for Cody.
That is good for a first down for the Tigers.
Seth Bennett was out on that far side. Seth just needed to get his body on the defender to give Cody enough chance to turn the corner. And he got just enough, and it's 1st and 10 Tigers. Tigers start at their own 48, 1st and 10 from the 28. And Nern will have triplets on the near side. And high snap way over the head. And Nern's going to have to fall, and it's going to be a huge loss.
And Cody Kinsey with the
So we're all the way back to where this drive started,
recovery.
the 48. They've got to get to the 18.
And several yards to go.
So 34 yards, approximately. Second and 33. Middlestead, drugged down at the 50, is going to pick up about 3.
Cody Middlestud on the carry.
Brought down by number 70, Jeffrey Suzanne.
So 3rd down and 31. Boy, that snap was really high.
It was.
That was like punt. "11 seconds on the play clock. Tigers going to have to hustle to get this play off. Stacked up on the far side. They get it off, and they're trying to set up the screen. And it's complete, but it's going to be well short of the first down. Lucas Hunt on the reception. And the punt unit's going to have to come out and punt this ball away. So Tigers' drive stalls, largely due to a errant snap.
Nathan Grossman.
And Kinsey easily has the range to drive this through the back of the end zone. He'll try to pooch it or angle it out of bounds.
Mark Berlew and Kenny Walker.
Three's the punter. He punts, kicks.
And Kinsey fielded at the 5, gets by the first defender, gets by the second defender, still on his feet. And pushed out of bounds across the 20.
Catches the line drive punt.
Brought down by Cameron Colby.
No score. We've got 3:28 to go in the first quarter.
1st and 10 Lakers from the 23.
Second offensive set for the Lakers. They picked up 1 first down on their first drive. Kept the ball on the ground. It was Holbrook and Grossman. And Isaacs is going to pull it down, and he's going to get into the secondary. Good blocking up front by Lakeland. And Isaacs with first down yardage.
Lost the gut for a nice quarterback keeper.
Brought down by Kane Moore.
1st and 10 Lakers from the
The Tiger linebackers are going to have to watch for that.
So 1st and 10, Lakeland. Put a man in motion. Direct snap. Ball is loose. And it looks like the Tigers have got it.
Yes, they do.
Tigers with the fumble recovery.
They tried that direct snap again.
Harry Coleman on the fumble recovery for the Tigers. Will be 1st and 10, Bluffton.
And that's all timing coming through there. And if you're just a split second early or late, that's what happens.
So Tigers get the football back. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32. So we're just about where we were after that long errant snap. So see what the Tigers offense can put together. Nern looking downfield. He's, a little miscommunication there. I think he was expecting Malcolm to
go
cut out,
Yep.
and he broke in. It was kind of a timing pattern. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. 2:48 to go in the first quarter. No score here at Lakeland. Tigers' second offensive set. 2nd down and 10. They'll post triplets on the far side. Malcolm wide on the near side. Middlestead trying to get by some defenders. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet, puts his head down, and finally pushed out of bounds. Not going to be enough for a first down, but not for a lack of effort.
He broke several tackles there.
Brought down by Bryce Alshouse and Cameron Holbrook. That run was good for a...
And Sin,
But it's first down.
We got to give him a little better blocking down there. He did that all on his own.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't know that I've ever seen Cody change directions that many times in one run.
Well, I take that back. He did pick up enough for a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 21. So 1st and 10 Tigers. Receivers tight. Middlestead in motion. He's going to try to get to the wide side. Tries to turn the corner. Good pursuit by Lakeland, and he's going to be dropped for a loss.
The ball carrier, fumble on the play.
And just too far to go.
Tigers recovered the fumble.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Benny Walker on the tackle for the Lakers to bring up 2nd down and 13.
A loss of 3, 2nd and 13. So kind of an uneven start for the Tigers offensively. They've done some good things. They'll put triplets tight on the near side. Nern drops back and throws over the head of Lucas Hunt. And it's going to be 3rd down and 13. So Tigers have set themselves up for a number of 3rd and long situations. Ball is at the 25. So we're looking at a 42-yarder. If it stays at this spot for Cody Kinsey. Nern again. Middlestead puts his head down, and he may lose a couple. And again, right now, those plays just not.
The Lakers are pursuing.
Yeah, they're
very
pursuing
well.
so quickly, and
Nathan Grossman and Bryce Alshouse.
I mean, we're trying to get some skill guys out in space, but they just don't have any blockers, and we are going to have a field goal attempt here.
And Cody was hitting them from this far out in warm-ups.
So this is going to be a 43-yard attempt for Cody Kinsey. So here we go. The snap and
he's going to get 5 extra.
And plenty of distance.
Yeah.
No problem on the distance, but a flag's going to be on the play.
Attempting that 43-yard field goal, flag in the play.
And it looks like it's going to go against the Tigers, and that's unfortunate.
Yep.
Now the question is, will they keep him on the field and attempt it again? And they're not. They're going to bring the punt unit out. So Kinsey will come back out for the punt. 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter, or in the first quarter, excuse me. And that's way into the back of the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. It's going to come back to the 20.
Touchback on the punt will be 1st and 10. Lakers at the 20-yard line. Your score 0-0 with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter.
So no score, less than a minute to go here in the first. So both teams with some mistakes. We had the bad snap, which took them way out of position for a score. And then we had the false start, which pushed them, I don't want to say out of range. Yeah. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, he had the leg, it looked like, but.
And a handoff to Walker. And he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. That's Benny Walker, number 12.
Benny Walker on the carry.
Yeah, he's going to pick up more than 5. Give him about 6.
Brought down by Reese Johnston and number 19, Hayden Craighead. Bring up 2nd down and a long 3 for the Lakers.
So 2nd down and 4. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Going to be the last play of the first quarter. And that direct snap again.
12-21.
And Tigers push him back. It's going to be close to a first down. They will say he got the first down. That's Alhouse on the carry. Tigers got to make sure they're not fooled by that direct snap. So first and 10 for the Lakers. And that will run out the first quarter. So at the end of 1, no score here at Lakeland. We'll take a break. Be right back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. We go to the second quarter of play. No score here at Lakeland. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. So far, everything for Lakeland has been on the ground.
In fact, I don't even think they put a wide out. Everyone's
not
been
anybody
tight.
wide yet. And Isaac's going to hand it off, and great blocking from that offensive line, Sim.
Yeah. They're getting a lot of push.
They're getting a lot of push. That is a 10-yard pickup. It's going to be another Lakeland first down. And on that play, that looked a little reminiscent of last week against Adams Central, where their line was very effective. The ball carriers just patiently ran behind their blockers. So 1st and 10 from the 40. And this is Walker, and the Tigers will shut him down and push him back. That's not Walker. That is Mark Berlew. And he is a little slow getting up. So as the trainer attends to him, we'll break away to a commercial.
Dr. Josh Bell and the staff at Corrective Chiropractic have disc decompression therapy available, the non-surgical treatment for spinal injuries and spinal pain. Decompression therapy effectively relieves the pain associated with disc herniation, degenerative discs, stenosis, posterior facet, sciatica, and other spinal-related syndromes by reducing the pressure on spinal discs and facet joints through unloading created by distraction and positioning. Inversion therapy is also available for thoracic pain and symptoms.
Decompression therapy begins with a series of sessions, typically 2 to 3 times per week, based upon the severity of each individual's symptoms. Dr. Bell, a now certified Kennedy decompression practitioner, will determine the amount of sessions that will be necessary for optimal treatment results.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 10. Hand off to the tailback. And boy, running hard is Grossman.
Brought down by Reese Johnston and Kane Moore.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 4. This could be 4-down territory. What do you think? If it's short?
If it's short, I mean, if they stay where they're at, I think they may punt. But if they get down to a yard or two to go, it very easily could be 4th down territory.
So 3rd and a short 4. Isaac's going to keep him himself, see if the Tigers can string it out. They will not, and that is going to be enough for a Laker 1st down. Reese Johnston on the tackle, but the Lakers move the sticks again, and for the first time tonight, they are inside Tiger territory as the ball marked at the 49. So 1st and 10 Lakers. And direct snap again, and
Bryce Elshouse on the carry.
And Elshouse will pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. And ball is loose. And who has it? Waiting for the signal. And it is Tiger football, the 2nd fumble for Lakeland tonight. And the Tigers.
Ryan King come up with that one.
Who'd you get on the fumble there? Who fumbled that? 2.
So Tigers football after the turnover. 2nd time Lakeland has turned it over via the fumble. Let's see what the Tigers can do on this offensive set as they're hustling players in and out. 10 seconds on the play clock. They'll put Thornton in motion.
Flag on the play.
And this
false
start for the Tigers. Boy, they just did not look well organized on that play, Sim. They were.
Well, on that last defensive stretch, I saw Kari Coleman go off limping, and I think
they had to hustle somebody.
They had to hustle someone in on offense to take his place.
And then I'm not sure Kane knew that he was supposed to come in motion, and then it was just. So now it's going to be 1st and 15. And the Tigers' offense yet to get in any sort of rhythm. And Middlestead this is Kane Moore. And boy, they are just defenders in the backfield almost immediately. We are just not holding the line of scrimmage right now.
Nathan Grossman is going to bring up 2nd down and 14.
No gain, 2nd down and 15. And I think you're going to have to start looking at some short crossing routes right now.
Something quick.
Quick slant, triplets on the far side. And they'll go on. Oh, there you go. That's a great spot right there. Lucas Hunt, get him out in the middle of the field. Let him try to make something happen. And right on cue.
Brought down by Parker Wilms. That brings up third down.
Third and a manageable. 5 yards to go. Ball resting at the 47. They got to get to the Lakeland 49. So you got about 4 yards to go for a first down. So here we go. Big third down situation for the Tigers. Twins either side. Nern drops back. Pressure coming. Looking downfield. Finds Thornton across the middle. He'll turn the corner down the far sideline. 30. Inside the 30 to the 25. Best looking play of the night for the Tigers.
Yeah, Thornton on that crossing route was wide open coming across there.
I think right now, Sim, that middle of the field is a richer territory for the Tigers right now. The pursuit on the edges is just too quick.
Yeah, bring those crosses and slants through the middle, and I think maybe you can exploit the weakness in that defense.
1st and 10 Tigers from the 21. And we are going to get a timeout, Bluffton. So Tigers take a timeout, which means we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Menser, a Republican running for Bluffton City Council. My goal is simple, to build a better Bluffton. This won't be easy. Area cities are bringing more growth, quality of life, downtown revival, and jobs. This utility infrastructure is aging and lacks future capacity. This requires proven leadership. We need a new voice. My background, owning a manufacturing company, is unmatched in this campaign. Help me bring my experience to Bluffton. In November, I ask for your vote. I'm Scott Menser, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 1st and 10 coming out of the Tigers timeout. They're on the Lakers 21-yard line, 7:45 to go in the first half. All right, Tigers are going to have receiver split. Thornton's kind of sort of on a wing on the right side. And they'll give it to Middlestedt, and Middlestedt with a steps aside from the first defender. He's going to pick up a couple, but not much more. They'll give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. They put Kane over there as an extra blocker, and they ran to that side, but just not much there. As again, Lakeland continues to maintain that line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 9. Thornton and Bennett on the near side. And Nern drops back, looking into the end zone, looking for Thornton. One-handed grab, but he's going to be out of bounds.
And Nern's pass intended for Thornton, just out of bounds.
3rd and 9.
Third down and 9.
Just ran out of real estate.
Yep, just ran out of real estate. Great grab. Third and 9 from the 20. Only 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hustle to get this thing off. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. Got to go, got to go. And they do just get it off. Now, false start coming up against the Tigers. It's just not a good spot on the field for another false start. And to some degree, Sim, that's just clock management as we're trying to hustle up to the line and not getting ourselves set. we've been in this part of the field several times tonight. There's been a bad snap. There's been a couple penalties. Tigers now facing a 3rd and 14. More in the backfield. Nern looking, steps up in the pocket, and picked off. And he'll be dropped near the 30. So the turnover bug hits the Tigers, and that drive's shut down. 6:40 to go in the half. Still no score as the Tigers' drive stalls on the pick.
And your touchdown sponsor, get your car at LaGrange County Dodge and insure it to the Howard LaGrange Insurance Agency.
You guys ever throw, or is it just because you think you can run 400 yards on a field?
It's a rare occasion.
There was one game
We throw like 3 times.
Isaacs hands off.
Last year I know they were guys
Bouncing down the line, falls forward for a couple.
team did that to us last week too.
That was Holbrook on the carry. Pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7.
Second down and 8.
You know, part of the reason they can get such a good push is they have all their tight ends and receivers lined up on the line of scrimmage.
Right, everybody's tight. The direct snap again, and just look at that line push forward. I mean, you've got almost every lineman 5 yards down the field.
Nathan Grossman takes the direct
So Grossman on the direct snap is going to make it 3rd down and 3.
And 52, Reese Johnston. 3rd down and 3 for the Lakers.
Johnston on the tackle, 3rd and 3. Isaacs again takes the snap and Benny Walker finally drugged down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Out to across the 45. They'll mark it right at the 45. 1st and 10, Lakeland.
First down.
Isaacs to Holcomb.
Middlestead holds him for a loss there.
Holbrook
down for a short loss.
might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he's going to lose a yard.
Second down, 11.
We're going to call it 2nd and 12. Clock stopped at 4:58. There was no flag on that play, and he's going to break it into the secondary. Big gain for Isaacs. And it looked like there was an offsides on that play. But Lakeland turns it into a big gain. And it's another Laker 1st down at the Tiger 40.
Of course, the Lakers are probably happy they didn't call that offside.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1st and 10 again. And Isaacs, looked like there was kind of a little miscommunication there. No gain on the play. Kane Garza on the tackle. 2nd down and 10. They'll lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half, 2nd and 11. Isaacs hands off again and quickly into the secondary, and another first down for Lakeland. And a flag on the play.
On the carry, but flag on the play.
They just ejected 2 players. Kane Thornton's one of them.
Flag on the play.
Number 11 or 32. Yeah, they were pushing and shoving. Offsetting personal fouls? They were ejected, both of them. They were both pushing and shoving back here way after the play. Threw them out? Pushing? Yeah, I don't know.
That seems a little quick to be.
Well, maybe he just moved. He only motioned to the other side over there and said he was supposed to go. 2 to the 30, 40. I'm not going to say that. No, don't say that. Hold on. They haven't decided. What are you guys doing? Calm down. They're still flying.
Well, there's a lot of confusion right now on what's going on the field. The flag is on the play. We're thinking there was 2 personal fouls, and maybe somebody was ejected from the game, but we don't.
I didn't see him like throw punches or anything. They were kind of pushing and shoving. 32 still has a helmet on, so I don't think it's I'm telling you, I did. Yeah.
Offsetting personal fouls.
But I think both of them were ejected.
Well, it's offsetting personal fouls, but
The result of that play was a first down for the Lakers. Should be 1st and 10 Lakers.
all I know, Sim, is right now Kane Thornton is not out on the field. So
Yeah, ball's not moving. It's just their kid's taking his pads off over there.
and that is going to be a big, big loss for the Tigers. Isaacs breaks a tackle, steps inside, breaks another tackle, and pulled down close to the 25.
Colton Isaacs, the quarterback keeper.
Brought down by Reese Johnston.
Must have been more than I saw to that.
Gain of 5 on the play.
They're ejected, and that means they can't play next week. Neither one can play next week. There must have been more to it than I saw.
Well, number 11.
I just saw them shoving each other back there. Going at it.
Our number 11, their number 11, our number 12 were going at it a while ago.
That's pretty quick, though.
Benny,
I mean, Benny likes to talk.
I think there's been more stuff going on. Yeah. That's pretty quick.
18.
Holbrook.
Cameron Holbrook on the carry to move the chains for the Lakers.
Another first down for the Lakers. And, boy, Sim, I'm just a little shocked right now that we've got Kane Thornton ejected from this football game. Obviously, we're not on the field and don't know intimately what's going on, but I think that may even have repercussions for next week. Isaacs will keep it himself. Again, just following his blockers. And ball is fumbled into the end zone. And
the Tigers got it. Touchback.
Looks like the Tigers will recover the 3rd Laker fumble of the night. It will be a touchback. And, boy, a bullet dodged there.
Yep.
So 11 fumble that? Yes. That's my best guess.
So Isaacs with the fumble into the end zone. Tigers recover it, so it comes out to the 20, 1st and 10 Bluffton. 2:19 to go. Middlestead with a short gain.
Cody Middlestead, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Marcus Randall and Miguel De La Paz. Second down and 9 for the Tigers.
Give them 1, second down and 9, clock under 2 minutes to go.
He must have got tossed. Usually don't they take their helmets away from them? That's what I thought too. Usually, yeah.
Yeah, there goes our best lineman.
We had timeout. Timeout.
Yeah.
Timeout. Bluffton.
Let's wait and see. Thompson's out.
Tigers with the timeout. It's going to be their second timeout of the first half. We'll take a break.
Have you heard the big news? Troxel Equipment and Tri-Green Tractor have merged. They're looking forward to introducing you to the new TTG equipment. They have 9 locations across Northeast and North Central Indiana, keeping you covered in agriculture, lawn and garden, and commercial machines. TTG's combined strength can help you tackle any challenge, and they look forward to the opportunity to show you how. Visit TTG Equipment at 3 area locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Second down and 9, $1:49 to go. And did we have an injured Tiger come off the field that play, Sim?
Thompson went off, yeah. And so
Tigers losing some key people out of this ball game right now. Middlestead in motion. And Nern will go to Middlestead. Gets a nice little chip block. Gets to the outside, but it's only going to pick up a couple. Again, tough to run to the outside because the speed of the pursuit of this Lakeland group,
yeah, they get out there
is
so
very
fast.
good.
Third down and 6.
And it's 3rd and 6. Now you're probably going to see some Lakeland timeouts.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened. Lakeland's now called a timeout.
Timeout, Lakeland.
We'll be back.
Your choice for physical therapy in Bluffton is Indiana Physical Therapy. As the athletic training services provider and proud supporter of area high school athletics, IPT would like to thank you for making us your physical therapy provider. IPT's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accepts all insurances. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment in Bluffton, call 260-824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
All right, so here's what we think we know from that play. It looks like Kane Thornton and number 32, Bryce Allshouse, have been ejected from the game after their offsetting personal fouls. Tigers have also, I believe, lost Ryan Thompson along their line. And it's 3rd down and 6. Nern rolling. And complete. And a flag. It's an odd spot for a flag.
Number 8, Lucas Hunt.
And this appears to be against the Tigers.
Ineligible man downfield.
Ineligible man downfield on Bluffton.
They will take the penalty.
We'll take 15, but that's okay.
So after they mark off the 5, it's going to be 3rd down and 11. A minute 21. Lakeland has 2 timeouts left. I'm guessing, Sim, they're just going to put the ball on the ground here, force Lakeland to take a timeout. That's what they do. And Middlestead will get out to the 25. And we'll see a Lakeland timeout here, which is what we get. So let's take a quick break.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
So it's going to be 4th down. Cody Kinsey will come out and punt. And right now, Sim, this is where you need a boom from Cody Kinsey. Lakeland has run the ball all night. They have only got a minute 12 to try to get down the field. So if you can get a nice long punt from Kinsey, it's going to be tough.
Oh. That's safety. That's 2 bad snaps tonight.
That is a safety as the snap goes over top of Kinsey's head. And it's 2-0. So now, good thing is there's no snap on this kick.
So Bluffton will be kicking off to the Lakers after the safety.
As that takes 4 seconds off the clock, as Kinsey will kick it off from the 20. So just a series of misfortunate events right now for the Tigers. Find themselves down 2-0 with 1:08 left to go in the first half. Kinsey to kick things off, and end-over-end kick fielded at the 40. And inside Tiger territory, so
Tiger, 45-yard line.
Brought down by Kane Moore. It'll be 1st and 10 Lakers.
1:02 to go. The Lakers still have 1 timeout left. So defense is going to have to step up here with 1 minute and 2 seconds left. First time we've seen wideouts. Twins on the far side. And Isaacs will keep it. And a pickup of close to 9. And again, just following his line, Sim. Nothing fancy going on there in the hurry-up huddle for Lakeland. And into the secondary for the Tigers, and come from behind, and Holbrook is dropped. Why is the...
Ran down by Reese Johnston. First down.
So now all of a sudden, plenty of time on the clock with 1 timeout in their pocket.
No, on the first down they stopped him, so they get the change set.
And there is the final timeout, but it's going to be 1st and goal with 15 seconds left.
Cameron Holbrook, the ball carrier. Timeout Lakers.
As Holbrook brings it down
It looks like the ball's
Where
on
are we at down there?
On about the
At the
9-yard line. So it's second and maybe 6. On the 8 or the 9, I can't really tell. That's where I miss our turf field. But it looks like probably about the 8 or the 9.
So 15 seconds. There's no timeouts left. Not sure what their field goal situation looks like.
Non-existent. We can't kick extra points. That tells you anything.
Second down and 6.
He's gonna throw it though. Catch it, intercepted. Oh!
And knocked away.
The offensive pass interference, I think.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, offensive pass interference.
He shoved him in the back. Yeah, that's a long penalty too.
9.6 seconds to go.
Offensive pass interference on the Lakers.
Their first pass of the night. A little tap in the back.
King get tossed?
Toss both of them.
He's out next week too.
Hey, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're both out next week as well. Specials don't dump kids this late.
I know that was awful quick.
Drops back to pass again across the middle and incomplete. 5.5 seconds to go.
5.5 seconds to go in the half. Bring up third down for the Lakers.
So again, we've confirmed that the players that got tossed will not be eligible next week.
You know, and that's really unfortunate
Yeah,
in a game that really doesn't matter.
Doesn't mean anything, and you know the refs out there have got to have that in mind. I mean, it has to be really egregious.
Some 8th grade football players, please report to the southwest end of the field.
And Isaacs is going to slip down and he'll be sacked, and that will wind up the first half. So, in an interesting first half, it is 2-0 Lakeland. Oh, my goodness. We'll take a break and look at some stats that probably aren't going to be much to look at.
Menser, a Republican running for Bluffton City Council. My goal is simple, to build a better Bluffton. This won't be easy. Area cities are bringing more growth, quality of life, downtown revival, and jobs. This utility infrastructure is aging and lacks future capacity. This requires proven leadership. We need a new voice. My background, owning a manufacturing company, is unmatched in this campaign. Help me bring my experience to Bluffton. In November, I ask for your vote. I'm Scott Menser, and I approve this message.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Indiana is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
You're always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to wing street wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
My name is Rick Elwell, and I'm running for Bluffton City Council at large in November on the Republican ballot. My wife Patty and I moved to Bluffton in 1989. We've got 3 children, 2 adult children who now live in Bluffton, and a 13-year-old at home. For the past 15 years, I've co-owned and operated my own Bluffton-based business, Stylus Technologies. My family attends Life Community Church, where I currently serve as part-time staff technical director. I've also served as a director on the Bluffton Street Fair Board for many years. I will take my years of experience in business and leadership and put them to good use for this council. My goals include workforce development, additional affordable housing, and expansion of our utility infrastructure to meet the needs of future generations. I will work closely to manage income and expenses and correct fiscal imbalances before they become a major problem. I also support efforts to enhance our quality of life here in Bluffton through continued development of our award-winning parks and trail system. On November 5th, cast your vote for new leadership. I'm Rick Elwell, and I'm asking for your vote for Council at Large. Thank you. Paid for by Elwell for Common City Council at Large Committee.
Dr. Josh Bell and the staff at Corrective Chiropractic have disc decompression therapy available, the non-surgical treatment for spinal injuries and spinal pain. Decompression therapy effectively relieves the pain associated with disc herniation, degenerative discs, stenosis, posterior facet, sciatica, and other spinal-related syndromes by reducing the pressure on spinal discs and facet joints through unloading created by distraction and positioning. Inversion therapy is also available for thoracic pain and symptoms.
Decompression therapy begins with a series of sessions, typically 2 to 3 times per week, based upon the severity of each individual's symptoms. Dr. Bell, a now certified Kennedy decompression practitioner, will determine the amount of sessions that will be necessary for optimal treatment results.
Dr. Josh Bell at Corrective Chiropractic is located at 360 North Main Street, Suite A in Bluffton. Call and schedule a consultation today at 260-353-1400.
Have you heard the big news? Troxel Equipment and Tri-Green Tractor have merged. They're looking forward to introducing you to the new TTG Equipment. They have 9 locations across Northeast and North Central Indiana, keeping you covered in agriculture, lawn and garden, and commercial machines. TTG's combined strength can help you tackle any challenge, and they look forward to the opportunity to show you how. Visit TTG Equipment at 3 area locations in Bluffton, Huntington, and Wabash.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Hey, we want to thank the Lakeland Athletic Director for bringing us
more sandwiches.
What's that, pork patty?
I think it's a pork, like a grilled pork patty.
Burger?
It was pretty good.
Yep.
And Laker Nation, we'd like to announce the winners.
Well, Sim, it's 2-0.
$50 Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards.
And
the Lakeland Football Wild
on a fumble,
these 2 individuals, as well as many others, for participating in
which was really a snap over top of Cody Kinsey's head.
Winner number 1 is
It went into the end zone. Kinsey covered it up to prevent a touchdown. Takes a safety. Tigers catch a break going back the other direction after they kick off. Because Lakeland was down to, about the 8-yard line. And an offensive pass interference call pushed them way out of range. There were 3 Lakeland fumbles, which got the Tigers out of some trouble tonight. And here's the offensive stats. Not a pretty picture for the Tigers. 4 first downs. They had 11 rushes for minus 28 yards. 74 yards through the air as Nern was 8 for 12 for a total offense in the first half, 23 plays, 46 yards. Nern had an interception. Tigers with 4 penalties totaling 20 yards, some of them in key situations. As you remember, Kinsey was lining up for a field goal. I don't know whether that kick actually went through the uprights.
I couldn't tell from our
But it was
angle.
long enough.
But it was long enough, you're right.
But got wiped off due to a false start penalty, and coach opted not to attempt a 47-yarder and brought Kinsey in for the punt. So they wiped out a punt attempt. They were down in kind of that same 20, 25-yard line situation a couple other times. They had a bad snap that went over top of Nern's head. They lost about 30 yards on that play. Then they were down on this end of the field. I think they were inside the 25, and Hayden threw a pass over the middle that was too high. It was picked off. So Tigers with several chances tonight. Can't capitalize on any of them. And right now they're staring at 46 total yards of offense here in the first half. Now, to add insult to injury, Kane Thornton, 4 receptions for 53 yards. He has been kicked out of the football game. So 53 of your 74 yards is now watching on the sideline.
He's not available for the rest of the game.
Due to that ejection, will not be available next week during the sectional game. And Kane is, Hayden's kind of go-to receiver. Easily has more receiving yards. I don't know what the total receiving yards, but I can say for a fact that Kane has easily the most receiving yards on the season. Not going to be available next week. And I guess we're not on the field. We don't know what transpired. But there wasn't other plays that we had seen where there was a scuffle, pushing, shoving going on. It was really the first incident.
There were no personal fouls called. I didn't either. And I just saw the flag fly late and, the referee pointing to the sidelines.
And 2 players immediately ejected. And look, I get it. Refs have got to keep control of the football game. There's certainly times where players probably deserve ejection. But of the final game of the season, non-conference games for either team, doesn't matter for conference standings. You're heading into sectional week next week. To take a player off the field next week, I mean, this is the player's time.
Right.
Sectionals is a player experience. They play all season to have the opportunity to be in the tournament. And that has been taken away from them.
And I don't understand what caused it. Like I said, we're not down there, but I hadn't seen a lot of pushing and shoving. I mean, there's been some jawing, but you always get some jawing.
My only point is that it has to be very egregious for, in this situation, for someone to take a sectional experience away from either one of these players. And when we really hadn't seen issues during the football game up to that point in time, it's not like there's been pushing and shoving all game long. It's not like it's been excessively chippy. Again, we're not on the field. Maybe words are being said between players, and maybe that was a part of it.
It's a little tough to take.
But right now, the Tigers have shot themselves in the foot. I mean, right now they're staring at a 2-point deficit, and it's really been, for the most part, of their own making. And we have seen a number of significant turnarounds at halftime by the Tigers, and hopefully we will see that again tonight. But
they will get the ball starting the second half.
Is not going to be available. Right. So
So yeah,
Hayden now does not have that guy to lean on when he's rolling out of the pocket, looking for someone to kind of bail him out of a play that may have broken down, which is where Kane has come up big so many times before. Right now, the run game has not been effective, and Tigers not owning the line of scrimmage, and I believe Ryan Thompson.
Yeah, he left on there in the second quarter.
So now you're taking perhaps your best lineman off the field in a game that we're already struggling maintaining the line of scrimmage. And this is a gut check time.
Yeah, it is. The Tigers are going to have to dig deep, and to really dig down and say, you know what, we want this game and we want it bad.
So 2-0, again, on a high snap over the head of Cody Kinsey. He had nothing else he could do but fall on it. And arguably, falling on it at the 1 might have been worse, right?
Yeah, well, the 2 points, we head them out. If you land on the 1, the chances are they score a touchdown in that situation. And we're down 7-0.
But, again, long snaps have pushed us into a safety and pushed us out of a field goal. So long snaps have theoretically cost us 5 points tonight.
And you think about it, I don't think we've had long snaps all year. That's the first 2 I remember.
I mean, I think there was a couple occasions where we've had some errant snaps. I'm thinking back to the Woodland game, back when Lucas was behind center, and I think we had some snaps that went awry.
Yeah.
Those were kind of more, if I remember, they were kind of more off to the sides and low snaps, not a lot of high snaps. But those are things that, they happen.
Yeah.
And but right now, it's put the Tigers in a tough spot, down 2-0. Really not a lot to talk about rushing. Cody Middlestead, 8 carries for 20 yards. Kane Moore, 1 carry for 0 yards. Of course, big negatives due to the high snap situation. Hayden's 8 for 12 for 74. Had the 1 interception that was close to red zone territory. Tigers do have 1 sack, courtesy of Cameron Farmer. Tigers have recovered 3 fumbles tonight. Tigers have also fumbled twice, but they've recovered both of theirs. On the defensive side, Cameron Coleman, 7 tackles unassisted, 1 tackle assisted. Kane Moore, 5 and 2. Cameron Farmer, 3 and 0. Again, the long pass tonight has been to Kane Thornton, a 32-yard reception, but Kane not available here in the second half. Offensively, I think we've had our best success in the middle of the field, kind of getting our receivers across the middle, quick passes. But again, you take away the threat of Kane in the middle, that's going to make things a little bit more difficult.
He's going to have to rely a lot more on Lucas Hunt and Hayden Craighead. And probably, Cody Middlestead maybe coming out of the backfield or lining up in the slot.
Maybe we need to go to empty backfield sets.
Start running those, those slants across the middle. Stacking it up and, try and bunch their defenders up and get them to follow the wrong guy. Maybe you can free a guy up and.
Teams coming back out onto the field as we got just about 3 minutes to go before we open up the third half, or third quarter, excuse me. So 2-0 here at half. Now the other thing that is of concern right now is the effectiveness of the Lakeland offense. I mean, had they not fumbled the football 3 times tonight, we could be looking at, a 23-0 football game, or a 21-0 football game.
Yeah, because they're late in the second quarter. They started running the ball pretty well. They started opening up some big holes and starting getting 8 and 9 yards.
Well,
on the
I'm
rush.
not even sure it's that much of even opening up
Or
a
just
hole.
big pushes,
We're just
yeah.
pushing the line back and allowing their backs just to follow their line of scrimmage down the field. So here we go. Third quarter coming up, 2-0 Lakeland, and I'm sure a score that nobody expected coming into this game. 6-2 Tigers taking on 2-6 Lakeland Lakers. Tigers averaging over 30 points per game right now, staring at a goose egg. The Sagarin predicted a total point output of this football game over 50. We're not going to get to that. We might be lucky to get into double digits.
Yeah, the way it's going right now, it's not looking promising for a high-scoring football game.
Now, Sim and I did have a bet on the Bluffton crowd. The over-under was 25. Sim took the under. And I'm not going to count it, but I think I'm the winner.
You're the winner. Yeah, I'll give you that. You know, for driving an hour and 40 minutes, you know, the Tigers
not a bad crowd.
a bad crowd.
Not a bad showing.
You know, it's a cold night.
Of course, we certainly appreciate everybody listening, but we want people to come to the games.
You know, I remember back when Bryce was playing, going to all the away games and the cold nights, and there were times there was only about 10 or 15 of us over there.
We're the IT department, so yeah.
So it's like for me, it's kind of like, I don't know why it's
So Austin has made his way back up top. Tigers should be getting the football to open up the third quarter play. They find themselves down by 2. In what has been a game of miscues and unfortunate events. Number 75, Fry, will kick off for Lakeland. Middlestead back deep. And that is going to go out of bounds. And I would push them back.
I'd make them kick that again.
Flags at the 41. So, I don't know. Stick it there.
So the options are to kick again, take it where it went out of bounds or at the 35, whichever is the more favorable.
Looks like the flag's at the 41.
Which evidently means nothing because...
He was standing at the 37. That's just where his flag went.
Oh, no. I guess that flag did mean something. So they'll take it at the 40. I think I still would have made him kick it again.
Yeah, with the kick that I just saw there, yeah, I think I would have too. Back them up, make them kick it again.
But can't argue with that. They'll start at the 42. All right, let's see what the Tiger offense has dialed up at halftime. 1st and 10 Tigers. Nern, Middlestead, inside with the biggest gain of the night. Cody Middlestead across the 45 to the 47. Pick up to about 5. Should bring up 2nd down and 5.
I like them seeing running right up the middle rather than trying to stretch them out. The way the pursuit was in that first half, I think you need to get north and south as quick as you can.
Your wideouts right now are Craighead, Malcolm, Hunt, and Bennett. And back to Middlestead again. He'll find a little bit more room. Looking for midfield. Finds it. Puts his head down. Gets pushed back. And it's going to be very close to a first down. So Cody Middlestead getting something going here. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and short. Now, Sim, I would be really tempted to put Lucas
in the back, yeah.
in the backfield right
Absolutely. Because that opens up that quarterback draw.
3rd and short. And they'll throw it across the field. Good play.
Oh,
down
wide
the
open.
field side. Has 2 men to beat. Cuts it inside the 30, down to the 25.
Yep, they were all watching Middlestead.
That was a good call. Malcolm quickly down the far sideline. And the Tigers, with one of their more productive plays of the night, have moved the football down to the 25-yard line. Now, this is where we've kind of stalled tonight, right in this part of the field.
Yep.
First and 10 from the 25. Triplets on the near side. Nern looking across the defense. Takes the snap. Will hand off to Middlestead. Middlestead's got some room inside. Falls forward close to a Tiger first down. Down to close to the 15. Let's see.
Cody Middlestead, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Marcus Randall.
He's going to be just a yard short.
So an official's timeout on the field.
Short a yard, full yard. What? So you're going to play off the field for some reason. He's holding the mouthpiece.
Tigers trying to get their offensive lined up. Players not even off the field yet. All right.
I did hear both teams are appealing the ejections of those players.
Yeah, so they've got video to send, so it's not just a
Did you hear that?
Yep. Okay. 2nd down and 2. They'll spread it wide. Triplets on the far side and movement along the line. And
offsides, yep.
Offsides,
that'll give a first down.
Lakeland, first down Tigers. I kind of held my breath there for a minute, Sim.
I understand.
It looked like an offside, but given how this game is going, I was expecting movement on the Tigers. So the Tigers will pick up the first down as they'll mark off 5.
First and goal from the 10.
Handoff again, looking for a block, but again, that pursuit from the backside, just too much.
Cody Middlestead on the carry.
Going to lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 11. And again, we can't go to that fade route where we just kind of throw the ball up in the corner to Kane because he's not on the field. We have heard that both teams have appealed the ejections, which good.
It doesn't do us any good tonight, but it might help us next week.
Nern drops back, looking for Middlestead in space, has 1 man to beat, looking for the pylon and stopped short on about the 2. Cody Middlestead kept out of the end zone. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Now I'd put Lucas in.
Thornton got tossed. Come on.
3rd down and goal.
3rd and 2. Clock down to 15 seconds. Tigers need to get themselves organized. 3rd and goal from the 3. 8 seconds left. Nern's going to keep himself diving for it. Waiting for the
touchdown.
Touchdown, Tigers. Hayden Nern on the keeper.
That's something you don't see very often.
And we will take a look at that again on the replay as Nern
Everyone was following Middlestead around the right side.
Was I.
Nern went.
I
was too.
As Kinsey will come on for the extra point. Tigers trying to tack on the extra. Snap, kick is up, and kick is good. And at 8:11 in the third quarter, the Tigers have posted the first touchdown of the ball game, have taken a 7-2 lead. We will take a break and be right back.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Hayden Nern on the keeper from 3 yards out. Tigers have taken a 7-2 lead. Cody Kinsey will kick things back off to the Lakers.
For Bluffton and deep to the Lakers. 18 Cameron Holbrook and 11 Isaacs.
Tigers on a 58-yard drive. They've taken a 7-2 lead with 8:11 to go in the third quarter. All right, after I'm not quite sure what's the holdup here. All right, Kinsey, good end over end kick, fielded at the 10, 15-20. Holbrook, a flag on the play, still on his feet, getting pushed back to the 10. See what the flag is.
Flag on the play.
Holding against the Lakers.
Against Lakeland.
So that'll back them up.
We'll mark that off from about the 24, so that should put them inside the 15. They'll mark it at the 13, 1st and 10, Lakeland. Again, they do not have the services of number 32, Bryce Allshouse.
And he had done quite a bit of running in the first half.
He had done some. Isaacs with a big gain on first down as the Lakers continue to pile up yardage on the ground.
Brought down by Kane Moore.
Kane Moore on the tackle. They had 167 yards of rushing in the first half. First down yardage for Isaacs on that carry. And this time, pushed back for little to no gain.
Number 52, Chase Hardesty. Check that. Reese Johnston.
Johnston on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Isaacs, hands off, into the secondary, dancing between blockers. And another first down for Lakeland. Holbrook again. Again, just really good blocking. They're going to mark them a bit short of the first down. So it's 3rd and short. And Holbrook goes down, and we'll get an official timeout.
Official timeout.
as Cameron is going to need to take a break here.
Yeah, that didn't look good right there.
Yeah, again, not something you want to see heading into sectional week. You want to keep all your players healthy, and he's a big part of this Laker offense. So I hope he's okay. So back to live action.
Third down, short for the Lakers.
Who's the new tailback, Sim? Can you see that number?
26. That's Maribus.
Okay. 3rd and 1. Direct snap. That play's been effective nearly all night. Direct snap to Grossman. And again, just following his blockers. Nothing fancy there. Just putting his head down, following his blockers. 1st and 10, Lakeland. They have pushed the ball out to the 42. This time, Isaacs was going to pick up about 4. Crosses the 45 to the 46.
And Cameron Colby brings up 2nd down and 6.
So 2nd and 6. Clock moving at 5:35. Grossman into the secondary. First down yardage. That will move the sticks. Into Tiger territory. Ball marked at the 48.
Again, thank you all season long to our first down sponsor, Pulver and Sons Asphalt.
So Lakers trying to answer back here.
It's a comedy of errors tonight, man. I swear to God. You'd have done better had I not showed up.
And again, just following his blockers. Ball is ripped out and. Ooh.
Brought down by Reese Johnston.
We'll look at that on the replay.
That
here,
sure
Sam.
looked like it came out before he was down.
We will take a closer look at that on replay here in just a minute. 2nd down and 1.
What's the scoop on Patrick Mahomes? Dislocated kneecap. Oh my God! How long did that take? 3 to 4 weeks. Nathan
Grossman will. He's going to pick up the first here. We'll mark him a little short. They're going to measure.
Yeah.
I'm going to say he's short. 3rd and 1.
He's got 9 and then 8. Okay. It's out of order. Yep. Yeah.
3rd and 1. Direct snap again, and that will be enough for a first down as they drag the Tiger pile of tacklers another 10 yards all the way down to the 25. 1st and 10 Lakers. Boy.
You know, you
That
look at
play
that, those
has
offensive linemen are all the way down there still in front of that play.
Yep. They're just moving that line.
I don't know how he got back in. Yeah, I don't know why he's back in the game. That seems very odd. happened.
Isaacs this time. Short gain. Boy, Sim Holbrook back out onto the field.
I mean, he fell down out there. I'm not sure how they could let him back out on the field, but
No gain on the play.
you would think, concussion protocol had to be in place there. But
2nd down and 10. Low snap and
Fumble on the play, but recovered by Isaacs.
Isaacs falls on the fumble. He's going to lose a couple. It's going to be 3rd down and about 12.
3rd and 12.
Ball at the 31. 2 minutes left to go in the third. Big 3rd down here. Probably 4 down territory. Holbrook on the carry, gets it down to the 25, and it's going to be 4th down and about 6-7 yards.
On the carry.
Brought down by Hayden Craighead. And
So 4th down, Lakeland will go for it. So big 4th down.
big
here.
4th down. Tigers need to get a good stop here.
Now I would watch for Grossman here on the direct snap. 4th down.
Throwing it. 2's out there. You got Benny. Oh, he's out there. Oh, 12's out there.
Oh, he dropped it. Boy, the throw was there.
It was there.
I think they had the Tigers beat on that.
Yeah, they were. I don't think the Tigers were expecting a pass there.
Be a turnover on downs.
So they will turn it over on downs as the Tigers break up that pass play. And the receiver was open. I was just kind of holding my breath there for a second as that ball was in the air. Seemed like a long time.
Well, that sort of washes away the fumble that should have been called.
Yeah,
a few
we'll
plays
look
earlier.
at that here when we get an opportunity. But that certainly, we were right on top of it here. It certainly looked like a fumble from our angle.
Go down the field and score the 6 yards of time without a holding or a fumble. It's tough to do.
The Tigers offense back out on the field. They'll have triplets on the far side. Middlestat looking for some room and not going to find any. No gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Brought down by Jeff Duzan and number 63, Asa Obai.
Clock winding down here in the third. We've got 35 seconds to go. We'll probably get one more play off in the quarter. 18 seconds left on the play clock. As Nern brings the squad out, 2nd down and 10. Twins on either side. Back to Middlestat. He's got a little bit of room inside. See if he can dance his way close to a 1st down. And it is close to a 1st down, but he's going to be a little bit short.
Cody Middlestat.
Well, I think they may.
No, I think he's going to be a yard
If
short.
you look at where the line judge is on this side, he was fully on the other side of the 35, and they marked it on the.
And
on the
I think they're
short
going to
side.
let this run out, and we will head to the third quarter. So at the end of 3, it's 7-2 Tigers. And while we go to timeout, let's go ahead and look at that play. This will be the fumble, or the potential fumble. So here it comes. It's going to kind of come right in front of us.
Yeah, it's a little hard to tell.
Yeah, a little hard to tell from that angle.
But it looks like while they did give the Tigers a 1st down on that, so on that last play. So
Let's try that one more time here. See if we can. It gets out of the frame here just a little bit right as the strip comes. Boy, it's close.
wasn't sure you needed to specify basketball. Just throw that out there.
And then you could have been chess.
Yeah.
I was one time
Soccer, they're pretty good.
I was one time giving a Purdue grad a hard time.
Well, I tell you what, Sim, give credit to Coach. He came out determined to run the football after not having much success in the first half, and we've had some success here in the second half.
You know, if you watch that, as Cody gets that and he's running towards the line, if he can't break through that initial line and he starts running sideways, that's when the pursuit gets to him. If he can get through, you know, that initial line, he can usually pick up 6 or 7 yards.
So you're right, they did give them the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Tiger 35. And back to Middlestead we go, and this time he's going to lose a yard or two.
Cody Middlestead, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Miguel De La Paz.
It's going to make it 2nd down and 11.
Is it second down still? Or second down?
It is second down, yes.
Second down and 11 for the Tigers.
As we enter the fourth quarter.
It's too late, man. We've already lost it.
Back to Middlestead. Fighting for every inch he can get, and he's going to pick up.
On the carry.
Brought down by Nathan Grossman and Parker Williams. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Maybe 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Third and 8 for the Tigers from their own 37. Nern drops back. Across the middle, picked off. Picked off. Isaacs with the pick.
1st and 10 Lakers.
And Tigers defense now with their backs against the wall after the interception. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 17.
At the 17-yard line.
Second interception of the night for the Tigers. And Tiger defense has to go back to work. Isaacs to Holbrook. Pickup of about 2.
Number 77, Kane Garza.
2nd down and 8. Call it 9. Second down and 9. Watch the direct snap here to Grossman. And there it is.
Exactly what it was.
A nice job by the Tigers line to shut that down.
He just right at the last second he slides over and he just grabs that as it's coming. They've worked on that a lot.
Yeah,
obviously.
no, I tell you what, they execute that really well. 3rd and 8. Certainly 4 down territory. Isaacs behind his tacklers, bouncing off people.
Isaacs on the quarterback keeper.
Down to about the 5. And that should set up 1st and goal.
That will bring up a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Boy, I'm not sure why they don't run that just about every play. First and goal from the 5.
Fumble on the play, but recovered by the Lakers.
Actually, think we gained a couple yards.
He did, yeah. He picked up and fell forward.
No gain on the play as Tigers claiming they had a fumble. They call them down. 2nd and goal from the 5. Grossman stood up and pushed back. Kept out of the end zone.
Nathan Grossman on the carry.
Brought down by Cody Middlestead. Brings up 3rd down goal.
Gets it to just inside the 5. Call it the 4. 3rd and goal. Grossman looking for a signal, and he's going to be short.
Like they mark him just short.
Just short of the goal. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.
Bluffton, 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
And we got
An
Laker
injured
down.
Laker.
So we'll pause briefly. Hey, I want to give a shout out. I believe we've got a listener down in Houston, Texas. Charles Ish, listening in from Houston at MD Anderson. I was just down there. It's a very special place, and we wish Charles all the best.
Yeah,
Hopefully
absolutely.
he's listening to us and doing well. Had dinner with him and his family earlier this week. So a shout out to the Ishes. And see if the Tigers can bring home a W today for the Ishes down in Houston, Texas at MD Anderson Cancer Center. Well, 4th and 1, Sim. 7-2. Regardless of what happens here, it's going to come down to a one-possession football game. This second half has gone quickly. Jaron Fry. Is that Jaron Fry coming off? 76. Jensen Miller. He is their center. Now, if I'm Lakeland, I keep the ball in Isaac's hands.
Yep. And run around the right side.
Run around the right side. That's exactly what I would do. 4th and goal. Isaacs pulls it down. He will keep it himself.
He fumbled.
And Tigers say they have it.
Well, it doesn't. He can't fumble into the end zone and score. So it'll be.
So
be
the
a turnover.
Tigers will hold on the 4th and goal. The goal line stand turns the ball back over to the Tigers. And Kane Moore comes up with the fumble recovery. And how about that?
But boy, Isaacs took a big hit there to knock that ball loose.
And it must have been fumbled into the end zone because it will come back out to the 20 where the Tigers will take over. How about that? What a great defensive stance by the Tiger defense. It was 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yep.
And the Tigers keep them out. And the score remains 7-2 with 7:12 to go in the football game. Malcolm gets a block, gets to the outside, stiff arms, 35, and drugged down close to the 40. Bobby Malcolm. So the key on that is the first block.
Yep.
If you can get the first block, and that's what we haven't been successful. And a flag is thrown. And this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against
15.
Lakeland. So the play was
long done. He was saying something to the line judge.
All right. Tigers just need to play football here. Let's not.
Yep. Don't get involved in the drama.
Yep. Don't get involved in the drama is right. That moves the ball down inside Lakeland territory. And I tell you what, right now, Cody Kinsey could be a key here because a field goal makes a big difference. So here comes the Tigers, triplets on the far side. And just threw it behind the intended receiver.
Nairn's pass intended for 20, Robert Malcolm.
Looking for Malcolm, but thrown behind him.
Second down and 10 for Bluffton.
And incomplete will bring up a 2nd and 10. 2nd down and 10 from the 46. Clock stopped at 6:39 in the football game, 7-2. Middlestead looking for yardage inside. He's going to get bottled up near the 42. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Number 35, Marcus Randall.
Ball sitting at the 42. And that is going to make it 5 yards.
Oh, they called
closer.
a false start. I did not see a Tiger move.
Well, this is a big call here. Yeah, they're going to call it against the Tigers. Well, that's huge. I mean, another penalty down inside Lakeland territory. And now instead of 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 1, had it gone the other direction, now we're looking at 3rd and 12. So 3rd and 12 from the 48. Middlestead, see if he can turn the corner, needs a block, and is not going to get what he needs. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Cody Middlestead, the ball carrier.
Brought down by Kenny Walker. It's going to bring up a 4th down for Bluffton.
Ball spotted at the 43. What do you do here, Sim?
Yeah, I think you punt it away here.
I think he's going to take all the time off the clock that he can.
But I think you punt it away here. Make him go 80 yards, if you put it in the end zone.
I'm not sure. I totally like the idea of burning a timeout, but looks like that's what he's going to do.
Bluffton uses a timeout.
I almost would have taken the delay.
Yeah.
If you're going to punt, take the delay game. Give yourself 5 more yards,
Yeah, I might agree with you there.
Cody has the leg.
Yep.
So.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 4:56 left to go in the football game. It's 4th down and 7. And, boy, we need a good snap here.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
do.
We just need a good snap.
Oh.
And it goes into the end zone. And, well, there you go. The 5 yards might have made the difference.
Yep.
And so if you would have taken the delay of game penalty, you would have saved the timeout and given you an extra 5 yards on that
And you
punt.
could have had that ball down on about the 2-yard line.
And I just hope that timeout doesn't come back to bite them down the stretch here. So 4:47 to go. 1st and 10 from the Laker 20. Defense being asked to step up one more time. And Lakers will come out with twins split.
Got two guys totally confused where they're going. 18 got it wrapped up.
And
8 wrapped up.
and there may be a fumble again.
Yep.
There is a
And the
fumble.
Tigers have the ball.
Have recovered. I don't know whether we'll catch that on the replay because I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
The 1st and 10, Bluffton.
But the Tigers on another fumble recovery. I think that is the 5th fumble recovery of the night by the Tiger defense, and they will get the ball back with 4:40 on the clock.
And they're walking Holbrook off again.
Well, I'm not sure he should have gone back in the football game after. It's going to be inside the 20 at the 18. Tigers in business. Now we just got to take care of the football. See what the Tigers can do with 4:40 to go. Twins either side. Nern snaps, hands it off to Middlestead. He's dropped immediately.
Cody Middlestead is crushed in the backfield.
By Lincoln Ox.
And a loss of 4 yards.
About 4 or 5 on that play. 2nd down.
He got hit as soon as he took the handoff on that one.
Tigers ought to use as much clock as they can. 8 seconds left on the play clock. They'll put a man in motion. Middlestead again looking for a little room. Will not quite get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Cody Middlestead on the carry.
But, they keep the clock running this way. They're well inside Cody Kinsey's field goal range.
Field goal would make it an 8 point
points
game, so it's still a 1-possession lead. But it would be 8 for the tie, not for the lead. 3rd and 14.
No, one best keeper. Best to 8.
Yes.
Well, that didn't work. They faked the handoff to Middlestead. Nern kept it, threw it in the flat to Lucas Hunt, and after all that, we lost about 3 yards. So ball is right now sitting at the 23.
So it'll be about a 40-yarder.
Looks like Coach is going to take another timeout here after he winds the play clock down to 1 second. And when we get done, we're going to have about 2:25 to go, with Cody Kinsey coming on for a field goal attempt. So timeout on the play.
Timeout on the field.
This is the fumble, Sim. I don't think we're going to see much here. High snap, pulls it down, and the strip must have been right there.
Yeah, right there it was.
And the Tigers must have immediately fell on it. So that's one thing. The Tigers have been very effective. They've been tackling the football tonight and creating a lot of strips. So Cody Kinsey will attempt a 40-yard field goal. 2:24 to go in the football game to try to give the Tigers an 8-point lead. They'll spot it at the 30.
They're going to attempt a 40-yard field goal.
Isaac's back, but he's not going to return this unless someone gets a hand on the football. This thing's going well out of the back of the end zone. So a big opportunity right now for the Tigers as Kinsey will attempt a 40-yarder. High snap, gets it down. Kick is up, and kick is no good.
Oh, well, we got a penalty.
Well, most importantly, we need Cody to be okay. I don't care about the missed field goal. We just want Cody to be okay here. Well, an injury timeout on the field. Let's break away to a commercial.
My name is Rick Elwell, and I'm running for Bluffton City Council at Large in November on the Republican ballot. My wife Patty and I moved to Bluffton in 1989. We've got 3 children, 2 adult children who now live in Bluffton, and a 13-year-old at home. For the past 15 years, I've co-owned and operated my own Bluffton-based business, Stylus Technologies. My family attends Life Community Church, where I currently serve as part-time staff technical director. I've also served as a director on the Bluffton Street Fair Board for many years. I will take my years of experience in business and leadership and put them to good use for this council. My goals include workforce development, additional affordable housing, and expansion of our utility infrastructure to meet the needs of future generations. I will work closely to manage income and expenses and correct fiscal imbalances before they become a major problem. I also support efforts to enhance our quality of life here in Bluffton through continued development of our award-winning parks and trail system. On November 5th, cast your vote for new leadership. I'm Rick Elwell, and I'm asking for your vote for Council at Large. Thank you. Paid for by Elwell for Common City Council at Large Committee.
Well, after the roughing the kicker call, the Tigers will have the football 1st and 10 from my favorite spot on the field, the 11.
It was good to see Cody walk off under his own power, too.
And a pitch out to Middlestead, looking for a block inside, cuts it inside, and pushed back, but forward progress should put him up near the 10.
Brought down by Marcus Randall. He's 2nd down.
Cody comes up hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, so that's going to bring Kane Moore out on the field, as Cody will try to walk that off. 1:43 to go. And again, Tigers are wise to use every second off the clock right now. Nern to Moore. Kane trying to back into a yard or two. And it looks like Lakeland's going to burn a timeout here.
Kane Moore on the carry.
Jeff Duzan on the tackle. Timeout on the field.
So we'll go to break.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker and you don't want to get blindsided by retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
1:27 to go. It was the first Lakeland timeout. They've got 2 left in the football game. Tigers are down to 1. 1:27 to go. 3rd down and 9. Tigers probably keep this on the ground and try to burn some more clock. And Nern rolling.
No, just fall on it.
And a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
I just wasted a stinking
Peyton
timeout.
Nairn on the quarterback keeper.
He's looking at them. Now we just see 15 and stop the clock.
Holding on Bluffton.
Stupid. They're going to decline it and stop the clock. Don't kick it.
That way at least you get a chance to get points.
You got to get the ball back. Of course you decline. You lost the ball.
Do the old Green Bay play and lay down. Ball's on the 16.
Yeah, I would imagine you've got to decline this. And they
Yeah,
do.
make it 4th down.
Make it 4th down.
4th down.
And I see Cody came back out. They're going to.
Guys coming back. You got to keep the field goal again. 16. Ball's on the 16.
So
Cody Kinsey set to kick.
this is going to be a 34-yard attempt.
Kunkel's arguing we should start the clock, but our coach is arguing the clock should start. Because they declined it? Yeah.
Yeah, he did slide on the ground, but there was a flag. Though the clock doesn't start at the flag.
Started the 25.
He hasn't started the 25 yet.
Start the clock. Yeah. He's not going to start the clock until he starts it. There we are. And then he's not going to have you start. You don't start the clock until the snap. So this
Yep, he wasted it. He gave him a free timeout by doing that.
Get it!
And the
The Lakers block the field goal.
field goal is blocked.
First and 10 Lakers from the 35-yard line.
And the game just keeps getting weirder.
Wow.
So what was interesting about that, Sim, is that the play clock had started, right? And I think the clock had started again.
No, they didn't start the. They
just started the play clock?
They just started the play clock, where they declined the penalty. So I think the Coach Kunkel was arguing that the game clock should start at that point since they didn't take the penalty.
Start those snaps. Yep, you're right.
We wasted a timeout.
Here we go. $1:15 left to go in the football game. And this is going to be Isaacs being dropped for a loss.
You got a flag on the far side.
Flag on the play.
Of course, the penalty stops the clock again.
Yeah, illegal motion.
Illegal shift on the Lakers.
Clock now at 1:10. They're going to mark off the penalty. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 29, I believe. Oh, he's going to decline it. Okay.
Yeah, make it 2nd down.
Yep, 2nd down. Take the loss. Yep.
So who ran that, 11? 32.
Clock starts back up. Tiger defense needs to show up here. You got Twins on the near side. Backs playing way off the receivers. Throwing downfield and incomplete. Nice defensive work over there.
That
was Hayden Craighead.
Isaac's pass intended for Kenny Walker.
And it's 3rd down and 12 with 49 seconds left to go.
Hayden Craighead defending on the play.
3rd and 12. 49 seconds to go. Clock stopped with the ball on the 34. You know, scoreboard says 34. It's more like the 32.
Clock should be running with an incomplete pass.
He wound it. It was an incomplete pass. I know it, but the
ref round it?
wound it.
Now they're discussing.
Yeah, now I got to put Tom back on there.
Yeah, he did wind it.
He wound it.
Okay.
An incomplete pass. No, but he wound it, so I turned it on. I wouldn't have done it. Okay, we're going to be putting time. See how much time we are on. Tell the head referee not to wind the clock. So I said the head referee.
The ref called for the clock to start on an incomplete pass, so we're going to have to make an adjustment up here at some sort. I think I had it at 49 seconds.
I was thinking either 47 or 49. You have 49?
But given all the other weird things that have happened tonight, who knows what they're going to do.
We'll be adding some time to the clock.
48.1.
I'm not sure where they came up with that. It wasn't. They just pulled that one out.
They made that one up.
They just guessed on that one. Someone did rock, paper, scissors down there, and they came up with 48.1.
I think we ran about 8 seconds.
They could have just asked us. We knew. So 48.1. I had to get that extra 10th in there.
11's got it.
And Isaacs with the keeper. Short gain on the play. And 4th down coming. We'll get a Lakeland timeout. So timeout on the field with 38.9 seconds to go. Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Quarterback doesn't want to get blindsided by a linebacker, and you don't want to get blindsided by a retirement. Call Tim Steffen at Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, to schedule an appointment to plan for your retirement. Free consultation on investments, life and health insurance, Medicare supplement plans, and many more. Trust that we will work for you at Steffen Financial Group, located at 110 West Cherry Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
All right, I've got Lakeland with one timeout left, 38.9 seconds to go. This play could be football game.
Yep. If defense can hold here, the game's over.
4th and 10. Twins on the near side. Isaacs drops back the pass. Pressure on, looking to set up the screen and knock down. Football game. Tigers will pull this one out 7-2 as they will come out in victory formation and burn a couple plays. And we will take the long drive home, Sim, with a 7-2 football game. Sagarin had this game scoring 50-plus. I said we'd be lucky to get into double digits, and that has held up. 7-2 will be your final, as the Tigers find a way. So hold on. The stats won't be pretty tonight.
But the only
the
one that
score
matters,
looks
Will,
like a baseball game.
Nerd takes the knee.
But the win is posted. As they say, we will notch this on the left side.
That's right.
The left column tonight. Tigers will finish the regular season 7-2. Fairfield next. Should have Coach coming up to talk about this one. We'll get some final stats. And we will be right back here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Tigers 7, Lakeland 2.
Our congratulations to both teams on a game well played.
Menser, a Republican running for Bluffton City Council. My goal is simple, to build a better Bluffton. This won't be easy. Area cities are bringing more growth, quality of life, downtown revival, and jobs. This utility infrastructure is aging and lacks future capacity. This requires proven leadership. We need a new voice. My background, owning a manufacturing company, is unmatched in this campaign. Help me bring my experience to Bluffton. In November, I ask for your vote. I'm Scott Menser, and I approve this message.
Football fans know some things just go together. Quarterbacks and receivers, face paint and super fans, game days and tailgates. I am State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, and I know another winning combination, home and auto. Myself and my team are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which saves you time and money. So get your home and auto on the same team and score some savings. Call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 today.
Indiana is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
You're always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, wrong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium 1-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Well, welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Your final here at Lakeland High School. Tigers 7, the Lakers 2. And what has been a pretty interesting football game. The stats just as interesting, Sim. Tigers finished with 9 first downs. They ran the ball 28 times for a total of
106 yards.
2
yards.
28 carries, 2 yards. Hayden earned through 12 passes, or attempted 18 passes. He completed 12 through 2 picks for 125 yards. Net or total offense tonight, 46 plays, 127 yards. Cody did finish with 54 yards on 21 carries. But after a couple of long, bad snaps, net yardage on the ground, 2 yards.
2 yards, wow.
Kane Thornton, despite not playing the entire second half, did leave the Tigers in receiving, 4 receptions for 53 yards. Bobby Malcolm picked up 2 receptions for 44. Lucas Hunt, 3 for 17. Cody Middlestead, 3 for 11. Hayden did get picked off twice, one by Colton Isaacs and one by Nathan Grossman. The Isaacs pick set the Lakers up on the 17-yard line. They got it down to the 5. It was 1st and goal from the 5, but a big defensive stance by the Tigers kept him out of the end zone, and that turned out to be the difference tonight as the Tigers' defense came up big in many spots during the football game. I think Lakeland finished with 6 fumbles. They lost 5 of them, including down on the 1-yard line when it was 4th and goal from the 1.
No, don't unplug anything yet.
As Coach is making his way up, and we'll get some final thoughts for him as the Tigers wrap up a 7-2 season. As they head to sectionals next week, they will take on Fairfield. Well, Coach, 7-2 season, 7-2 football game. And I guess what stands out tonight is the big goal line stance. 1st and goal from the 5. The defense comes up tough.
I'm just looking at stats. We had 28 rushes for 2 yards.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hey, first off, these Lakeland kids, I know they were 2-6 coming in, but Coach Thompson knows how to coach power football. And those kids, they're big. They get leverage. They move. And I knew tonight, I know they were 2-6 and we were 6-2, but it was going to be a fight. It was going to be a dog fight. That's what it turned into. So I want to give them all the credit in the world because a lot of people might have thought this would have been way different. I knew coming in with what they do and what he does that it was going to be this way. So credit to them first. Obviously, defense. Would we force 5 turnovers?
5 turnovers, 6 fumbles, 5.
None bigger than obviously down at the goal line. Kids just believed. They found a way. I was telling them down there 8 weeks ago already. We were at Northfield, and I called a play and screwed up, and they refused to get beat. They refused to lay down and let circumstances define them. Kane gets kicked out. Injuries all along the offensive line, and they never quit. They found a way, and could not be more proud of a group of young men for what they did. Undefeated on the road.
Yeah, boy, isn't that a great stat?
I don't know if that's ever happened at Bluffton. So, like I said, I'm kind of in a little bit of shock right now because I look at the stat sheet and I'm not sure how we pulled this off, but thankful that we did. Thankful that we got kids that fight and they're believing in something. So.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about coming out of halftime. Obviously you committed yourself to keep running the football, and we got a little bit of traction in the second half with Cody.
Sure.
But kind of talk about that decision coming into the second half.
They're good up front, but we knew kind of with schematically, like we have plays that we can run, just can we run them? And Cody is great when we get him in space, and he's not always been the best in between the tackles. The kid ran his tail off tonight. I hit 21 for 54, but those were 54 hard yards. And we just we didn't. I don't go in and scream at halftime, and it's not who we are. We got it. A lot of times I think kids just get too tense. We just had to execute, and to our offensive line's credit, they came out, and we still had some miscues, but that's because Lakeland's physical up front. And we did enough to pick up a key first down. Had a penalty, pick up a first down, but kids believed, punch it in there, go up, and the defense hangs on. So, obviously just couldn't be more happy.
And the call of Hayden on that touchdown run.
Right. Who would have thought that, right?
But for the record, we were up here calling to have Lucas come in and give you that threat in the backfield. But
why didn't you signal that down? That would have been a good call. No, Hayden, that play he's got 2 reads. He can read to give it to Cody. He got a pull read, so he pulled it. Then he has the capability of running. A lot of times he throws that smoke screen. But they covered the smoke screen. He put his head down, got 3 yards. And
now, when you're down there at in that part of the field, and you don't have Kane on the field,
right,
where maybe that corner route's
sure,
available to you.
Sure.
Do things change a little bit in terms of decision making?
Our offense was different tonight, but again, that's a lot of what Lakeland was doing to us. They were, again, very physical, hard for us to move them. Ryan Thompson still banged up with his ankle. Their nose over Orion gave him some trouble. And we just, again, it comes down to execution, and I'm glad our kids did that. But a lot of it was because Lakeland kind of took us out of what we wanted. Obviously Thornton on the field is a threat no matter where he is. Obviously things change, but Hayden made a play. Kids believed, and we're 7-2.
Yeah, I'm just so impressed that you stuck with the run.
Right.
I kind of thought at halftime that you would maybe just go, hey, this isn't working.
They were covering down on our receivers, and we struggle at times to get off of that man press. Bobby made a great play to start the half, I think. But we've struggled with that. That's something we got to get better on. We got to coach that up a little bit better. But just the coverage they were playing, they were giving us 4 in the box. And if you can't run against 4 in the box, you can't run. So, like I said, we're able to make enough plays. Hayden kept them honest, pulling and throwing the smoke screen a couple times. So we needed a game like this. We needed a game where we had to rely on our running a little bit more than we've had. Think back to last year, we would have given it to Everett 48 times tonight probably. But that's not who we are this year. But the kids adapted, they adjusted, we found a way to win. So couldn't be more.
All right, so I typically always have one rule question that gets me confused. So down here, late in the game, I think we're under 2 minutes to go. A penalty is called. They decline the penalty.
Yeah.
Clock stopped.
Yep. Because in the fourth quarter with under 2 minutes left, if there's a penalty that would cause the clock to stop, that would if the normal play would have kept it running. That was the play that Hayden slid down.
Right.
So the clock would have kept running had there not been a penalty. The team that the penalty is for, so Lakeland, we held. They get to decide if they want the clock to run at the snap or run normally. So they obviously chose to have it run at the snap. So that's why that was.
And after getting dissed on by Cody a couple of times, I want to know, after the 5-yard penalty, was he upset that he didn't get another shot at that field goal?
Isn't that the one they blocked?
No, it was earlier in the game. I think he had a 42-yarder. We got a procedure call, backed it up 5.
Yeah, if he would have made the first one, I would have thought, okay, but I at the time, let's pin him, make him drive it. So, he put one in the end zone there, but again, they had to go 80, and they didn't. So,
all right, and just because I always need to challenge you on one play, right? So I think it's 4th down. We're about on the 40, I think. You opt to take a timeout. I argued you should have taken the delay of game, saved the timeout, given Cody an extra 5 yards.
Where are you when these things are happening? Okay, I'm not that far away. Coach Nutler's right next
on YouTube. You can have it in one ear and listen to us. We're giving you all kinds of advice up here.
That would have been a good call.
It's easy for us to make those calls up here.
Well, we gotta have something to talk about in this game, right?
That would have been a good call. So I'll give you that one.
I'm just excited. The 7-2 season, Coach. That's awesome. And you got a lot to be proud of. Sure. And we had some really gut check games this year that the kids showed up big. This is just another one. Tackling the football tonight. Forcing 6 fumbles.
Especially after last week, the way we tackled. For our kids to come out and be physical and play this Lakeland team like we did and tackle as well as we did is a real credit to our kids.
And in situations where they were starting to move the football on the ground and to stand up strong down here in the red zone,
it's awesome.
Just a lot of kudos out to your squad.
Trying to change the culture of a program, and I think when you win games like this, that happens. Kids can believe now. Now they can draw back. I hear that time at Lakeland when we had this, and this go against us, and we still found a way. Those are moments where they're going to remember. My challenge to the half, I said, you're going to remember this game the rest of your life. And you will. I can remember every game I ever played. And games like this, when things go like this, they're going to remember it. And they made enough plays I could not be more happy. So.
Well, absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
Yep,
and I'm proud to say we found an Angel sponsor for next week.
Awesome.
We want to thank Dave Brenneman, the Double D Home Improvement. We will be
at the Jungle.
At the Jungle next week.
Kick.
7:30.
7:30 kick. Be another good challenge for us. Always excited to play at home, but, I challenged him there. I said, yeah, 7's great. What if we got 3 more?
Absolutely.
What if we got 3 more? So let's focus on Fairfield next week. Let's try to get that one and see if we can keep this group together. So
all right.
Appreciate you guys.
We'll be there, Coach.
All you do.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you very much.
See you, Coach.
All right, Sim. WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. Boy, this is going to be a little interesting tonight. Cody, 54 yards on the ground. Hayden gets the 1 touchdown tonight. 12 for 18.
Where are we at on tackles?
Tackles. Cameron Coleman, 9 tackles, unassisted, 2 assisted. I'm curious about fumbles.
Fumbles. Do they do strips, or I think they just do recoveries?
Fumble recoveries. We got Kane, Ryan King, Hayden Craighead, Kari Coleman. So I don't think we have who created or stripped the fumble. Right. So are you going on the defensive side?
I'm going on the defensive side tonight.
Okay. Are you going with?
I think with Cameron Coleman.
Cameron Coleman.
With 9 tackles.
All right,
I mean,
9 tackles solo, 2 assisted, 11 overall.
Yeah.
Defensive side of the football tonight wins the WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game. Cameron Coleman picks up the honor. I want to thank everyone for listening in tonight. Again, another shout-out to Charles Ish down in Houston, Texas. Get well, Charles. Let's get you back home. And Tigers finish the season 7-2. Next week, we will be back on the air as the Tigers take on Fairfield in the sectional game. Thanks for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com.